Hello. 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 How's everyone doing? It's been like fucking 2 or 3 weeks since I played this game. It's been a long old while. And I don't remember anything. I don't remember where I was up to. I don't remember what I was doing. But neither does our protagonist, Harry Dubois. So like, does it matter that I don't remember? Is it actually fucking right that I shouldn't remember? I'm actually playing this role to perfection. Because the more I don't remember, it makes sense that Harry don't remember. You know? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Probably not. What was I doing? Question Classy about the dead man. I've got to speak to Classy. I've got to speak to Tyus. I thought I did get the whole story from Tyus. These guys, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I looked into the spookers, didn't I? I don't think oh fuck, I can't remember, that's the thing. I don't remember if I actually got rid of that weird lady in the church. I know I spoke to the dude in the rafters, the crabman. But I don't remember if I... What's it called? Oh, I've got a new TV since I last played this game. It's where am I fucking going? Oh, the frame rate is getting on my tits. I need a PS5 now. It's proper jittery. I mean, it probably looks fine for you guys, but... I want that extra fidelity. You know? I paid for all this extra fidelity. Talk about paying for fidelity. When I bought my first TV, I bought a fucking... I accidentally bought a 65-inch TV. That just would not fit in my car. So I had to take this stupid TV back. Well, I didn't even pick up the TV, to be quite honest. And then I went... And I've been trying to get a refund for 2 weeks. I've not... Look, it cost me like 500 quid this TV. Currys have just had my £500 for like fucking 3 weeks. I've had to like call them up today and try to get it. Like, yeah, we'll send you the next 24 to 48 hours. Like, why couldn't they fucking do that the whole time? You know? Bastards, man.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
100 years old. I got the password.
Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Fortress accident sounds familiar.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered.
Currently using? Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
What's that? Interactive call-in radio game.
Any other questions?
Are you a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner here tells me you're you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They're merely cautious. It's my job to protect the filaments as a password repeater at the Disco Elysium station.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Like that.
Now, please tell me if there's anything.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the
The
print out.
first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
What?
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
What's he gonna say?
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Oh, so there's another person. Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place. That the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little
Spooky,
spooky,
eh?
alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Wait, narcotics? No. Read the third
7th
one.
of February, 51. Finally got the electricity.
We don't
in.
do drugs here.
Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Only me. Only I'm allowed to do the drugs. Not Harry Dubois. You're not allowed. Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
It's true. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems.
Simo.
Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. Artists, yet again. Harassing citizens. Stealing villages. Occupying public spaces with installations. Like the one here.
Sorry. Oh, fuck. Sorry. That was a
But at least the artists have their act together.
high
They're
drag.
qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers.
Blood moon.
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people?
Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all these machineries.
Okay.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Oh,
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Yeah, me too.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
That little weird spot in the room. Where, like, I remember that. We, like, stood at, like, some spot in the church, right? And it was, like, really weird and we couldn't hear each other. Am I right on that? I almost certainly remember that. Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Let's keep
March
reading.
51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before
Disco
I could
men.
even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
She must be describing herself.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Let's keep reading. This is fucking interesting as fuck.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water.
Ping.
Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Shit. What an entrance. What a fucking entrance, Bab. You don't get many of these. Not even a word. Straight at it.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCN, you see.
We're on a side case representing certain music venue organisers. We're not just breaking in, I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
I haven't. I don't think.
We should talk to her.
Yeah, we should.
After she has rebooted the machine.
How long is that going to take?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Who are you? What do you do there?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the
Soona
former lead programmer
Luukkanen-Kilde.
of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
See, I've been playing a bit of Football Manager on the side. I'm playing in Denmark. But this lady's name sounds Danish.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know
Or
how
like
I can
Finnish
help
or something. Have you seen the Crabman?
you. No?
He knows around.
Yes.
He's seen you.
And
And the Crabman has seen you?
I don't care. I don't care about craftsmen.
Okay.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
Well, why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefect processing unit.
Wait, what?
RAIN prefect. My radio computer.
And that antenna is its processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Not really.
Alright. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
What's on air?
On the front. The unified front of radio waves. Licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means.
And the AR-1 is a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable.
Cool.
But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
Okay.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
You know about the silent spot, that's what I want to talk
It's
about.
not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do.
About those
And you're
bowls
not
of
helping.
water over there.
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Yep.
They're bloodshot. She really
I
hasn't
do.
been getting much sleep lately.
I love them questions. I'm a police officer. It's kind of my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here.
What
I'm
research?
looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Ah, well.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly.
Whoa, it's got very bright in here.
Does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
I cannot logic my way through this one. I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Cool.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Does it have anything to do with ghosts?
Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts.
But other supernatural entities?
I don't believe in them either.
What not many know is necroplasma exists.
Great. What are we talking about? And why?
Is that all connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why though?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Yes, Kim. She's about to be like, no, I know everything about sound waves and shit, and actually it's very important. Like, what's she gonna say? What is she going to retort to the Kim coming out here just saying, nah, it's just a fucking building? She's going to be offended by this.
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
She was a little bit snippy, but wasn't that bad. This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
Said that your research isn't going well, why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
Maybe you need a hand?
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
Fuck you, bitch. Well, that's all I wanted to know about the scary TV. It'll be a whole of the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
I've got more to say though. How do you feel about anhedonic dance music?
What? I hate it.
Well, you thought it's the future of dance music?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how do you feel about a club for anhedonic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build?
Take a guess, why don't you?
I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for anhedonic dance music. Anhedonic? Am I saying anhedonic? Anodic. I haven't been reading that right the whole time. Anodic dance music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easy.
Anodic.
Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you?
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Alright, I'll let you work in pace for now. What do they want? Have I been duped?
Fairweather T500.
What? I don't remember this.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
That seems like a future one. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to shoot someone later. I want to up my logic. That guy's not very logical. Tell Andrea about Suna's thoughts on the nightclub. Okay. I will do that. That is what I will do. Oh, that was a 20-minute fucking conversation, I think, then. With that whole lady in the church. It's surprising how long they last. If I could, I'm not going to there, but I could just like skip through them. I sometimes do, if I find them a little boring. And I'll like scan it and I'll see that there's nothing really said. I'll skip it, but like, you could probably like speedrun this game really quickly. If you just skip through all the dialogue, memorize the ones you need to pick. Is this what I'll try?
Huh? Oh I see you're here again. Off sign.
I'm not annoyed. This one's Andre, the one with the mad hair.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress. Indeed. So one of them came upon the abandoned church. They want to turn it into a club for dance music, but agents of narcomania have overrun it. You shudder to think of all the narco they must have already consumed in there. Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. It still feels as if this didn't quite go as it should have. But
Goodbye, officer.
Well, I can't do that. I fucking missed the check. I even threw a thing into logic, not thinking it would help. Now what? Can I talk to this girl about the woman in the church? Maybe she'll tell me.
Hello again.
Nope. I think I've got to go back to the whirling in rags one. It's the only thing I can think. Right. I love fast travel. How? Can I not fast travel? Jeez, the music is loud, man. It's always been this loud. So I got to this old lady to get her to...
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Suggestion. Do I have any levels? No. Fuck. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Can I? Yeah, I can. Fast travel now. That's where I want to go. Ah. So do I just have to like wait until I level my things up before I can do some of these other tasks? Who's this?
Hi, gendarme. Another
Oh,
rendezvous.
fuck! What's this dude? You're here.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Mate, to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
You said that friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I don't know about all of these choices, man. I don't think he was magically pure crack. This one's a fucking good one, but I don't like this one either. I have to go with this one. I didn't like him as much as I like you.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
Who is it?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident. Sur la clé. Still.
Sur la clé.
His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Why are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
So he fucks this guy on a Sunday, right?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
So I have no friend.
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place? Oh, do I really have to like prod this guy this far and like his intentions for this dude? I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you. This guy, my guy fucking loves this dude, but why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
I ain't got the composure. About the hat and white robe I'm wearing.
You can keep it. I don't mind.
I wasn't really planning on giving it back anyway.
How cunning. I like men who take what they want.
Should I try it?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and
Psych.
athletic skill.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye. God damn it. It's the second check I've missed. I've got a level up there. What level do I need? Or did I just miss with that guy? Composure. Should try it again.
Hi again, gendarme.
Hello.
It's the sports. He's
God
a
damn it.
sports guy.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye. Fuck's sake. Well. Was there anyone else I needed composure for? Annette. Annette? Annette and Renee. Legendary Volition. Do I have Legendary Volition? I got pretty good Volition. Yeah. go speak to what's her name. It's better die. We'll go speak to her. See what she's saying. I love this game. I don't love how you have to get to this woman. You have to go through like this little bit in between. Shouldn't be here. It should just lead out to her. I don't know why it doesn't. Why are there two instances, you know? This bit here. Because this bit's confusing. And then you just go back out to her there. Why can't this all be one room? It bothers me. Gotta go through 3 loading screens to get to this loader. It's not cool. Astromenthol. Hello.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Look her in the optic stem. I'll do that in a sec. I need to talk to you about your room again.
Yeah?
I have a question.
Alright.
Let's talk more about this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but
sure
okay.
You went right?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Okay then.
She takes a long, hard drag off her cigarette.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Oh, Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Cool.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink.
Does have a long neck though.
The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Holy fuck. Where is Lelystad, the place I'm in?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
Probably.
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
It's pretty old.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
No.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Cool.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The adversary one.
What colour was his eyes?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Get a tattoo, what did it mean?
Oh, that.
Oh, this is a story thread.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was an RNU's map of the waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Wow. You were the woman in this.
Oh yeah.
He tells precisely what these mean.
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very... Thanks for clearing that.
Change of topic, perhaps?
Something odd, did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Just a feeling I have. Indulge me.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me. Love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
That's what he said. Something miraculous is coming. He told me.
The lieutenant blinks. All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
I think we're done with this line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Volition!
Soft,
yes!
light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys?
Who?
Who? Me?
Me?
Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff.
Oh no.
You too.
Oh.
Me? What did I do?
Oh no.
These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info.
Oh my
Trust
god.
them anymore.
Drama and logic are fucking... have fallen under her fucking spell. Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them.
Oh shit.
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
I suppose so. Does this mean she's been lying to me?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious.
So she is...
See? It's oddly
So
moderate.
she is up to something.
Probably compromised.
Only through my volition can I see this. This is fucking trippy as fuck, man. I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Has it? Oh my god. Do I just come out and say, yo, are you manipulating me? Or just let it go? I'm gonna fucking say it. Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Let's turn to this later, miss. I think she is manipulating me. I'll wait till Kim's not around. Get the whole story from Toyos. Okay. Get downstairs and speak to Toyos. That bit with the volition was great. That was some good shit. Can't even trust yourself. Oh, the bit within a bit. Why does that bit exist? I've just done a volition masterclass up there. I'll have to look at volition. Oh, I've got to go for another look. Sweet. I'm just gonna speak to this dude.
It's you again. What is it?
Ah, he didn't call me like a pig this time, or whatever he's been calling me. Whore. Someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
No witnesses in the local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
Oh. The smoking goes right there. He's just a high, let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
I just said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
That's a pretty silly thing to say, Shanky.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Said he saw two people of Alleo-Pajite descent and one mask.
Arabagite? Boss,
Yeah.
I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
When it said it all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
You see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Enough.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Did I just fail the check? I did. Okay, man. It's clear you're being played like a fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Who do you think keep playing the imaginary fiddle?
I think you're losing it, Fiddle, man.
No. This fucking suicide carny is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down. Or walk away.
I will
It's
never
that
put down
simple.
the fiddle.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
That's take off now. Fuck me. Whoops. Now what? Have I not got the full reality loadout? Shit. What do I do? Where do I go? I'll just go try all the checks. Damaged ledger. Let's try the damaged ledger again.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the ink. Is still not strange. Why does it make you so?
Nope. Fucked both of them up. What other ones do I have? Abandoned lorry. Composure. Oh, we'll try net and the dude with their composure. What happens if I fail all the checks here? Can that happen? My morale is taking a shattering.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Okay, I have to do something now.
You fell. She waits intently.
You are very small.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not...
Fuck's sake. Where's Rene? Or his name is here.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
All you observe.
This is it.
Don't you mean?
You do not...
There's something you missed. You will get to it.
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech
I get
loading.
this.
Revachol made. Good weapon. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses it.
Well, it's 2 more checks fucking failed. Measure head. Joyce. I got good village, man. I reckon I could get Joyce. Footprints in the dust. Doesn't disappear.
are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. 8 pairs of boots have
Fuck
shuffled
yeah.
back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right, the Hardy Boys in the mess hall of Welling in Rags.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick, Titus Hardy. The one with the bald cap on his head.
Interesting.
Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps.
Perhaps.
4. Standard work boot. Number 45. 5. Another standard
Boots.
6. Light as air. Same make of boot. But number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky.
Pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the...
Count the rest.
7. The glowing 8.
The last one.
Another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
Ah.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8, actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
Light step, number 41, sure.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
Yes.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
A heavy one. 200 kilogram imprint. How did I fucking see that?
200? This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
You're right, the fat guy from the booth was... Maybe it was a giant. You're right, the fat guy from the booth was carrying the big thing.
Possibly, yes.
An aberration, one sole is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
Ah. The driver would wear down their right shoe before the left. The accelerator's on the right. And remember that abandoned lorry cabin we found.
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle.
Yeah. That was a good deduce, man.
Which
Even I
means
didn't
that the
think of
missing
that.
lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the Old Soul.
She's also the one running the drug trade. Interesting.
Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved. Maybe even all of Martinez.
We should start with Titus Hardy. See what he's got to say on the matter.
Oh,
This
that was
might throw them off.
That was a big
Work
one.
in our advantage. So what else?
How do you think this tracks?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
I know. 8 tracks, 7 Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm. Which one is missing, do you think? I'm going to say it was our old soul.
So the old soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in their soul right now.
Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us much, but we should still confront them about the possible drug trade connection.
We've been through all of it. Goodness, fucking electricity. You should not fuck electricity. What is Thursday all the way down here? Confront Hardy Boys about drug trade. Okay. This seems like a pretty big lead. I didn't realise there was an 8th person. It's taken me this long to get to do that. It's like a day one thing. I'm 4 days in, just finding out that there was an 8th person at this fucking lynching. I also sort of thought the lady on the roof was the drug lady, but apparently not.
It's you again. What is it?
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
No, I do not.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Oh, Glenn, you idiot.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
Hello?
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Oh, pardon me. I apologize. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and...
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock?
Hello.
The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
Oh, yes please.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, I did, yeah. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
Hey-oh.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
I just got my torch, like, blasting in this guy's face.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
It's disgusting you're admitting to profiting off poisoning your own people.
Boo fucking who. People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I might be able to get the rhetoric. Should I throw one into rhetoric just to make sure? Yes. Look at this, I could do it.
Convince Titus
Yes.
is being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, under the rising sun, tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
Is it there? Case closed.
Huh?
So yeah.
He'll get it. Go on.
Right down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because
you're a foreigner.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
There we go. Don't come to the wild north if you are not white enough.
Well, they just hang you, like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out.
Fat
Now
Angus.
Go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Going for your fucking peas, are you, Theo?
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Look at Kim first. What happens if I keep talking? You're gonna kill me too? In this bar? For nothing? Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Oh, Fat Angus, you fool!
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Oh, that's a big fucking bit of information, Fat Angus, you piece of shit.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
And look like you do, Fat Angus just fucking threw a bombshell. I can hit you wheezing, Fat Angus.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Oh, it's all crumbling now, man. Oh, this is fucking great.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrod.
Oh.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the
Elizabeth's
coast.
gone? Fuck.
What just happened between these two?
Holy shit.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that felt so big, that breakthrough. That was worth. Sorry, I made you guys fight.
Me too.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
See, it didn't kill him, he was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
Shit.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs, the 8th harder?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
Class didn't kill him, why the cover up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking
They
about?
can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
People, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the Merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Did he maybe get killed by his own boys?
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe
All that.
it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
Your ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it.
I did
They
think
got
that was
guns,
mine. That was my
training,
assumption.
Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers.
In a manner of speaking.
What do you mean?
We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it. For political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker. The missing 8th Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
It's okay for that to be a hardy girl title.
We're hardy boys, and that's it.
Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to.
Alright, thanks this title. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
still, after all this headache.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her anyway.
That's right.
Anyway.
If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Okay.
We'll take that into account.
Interesting. That was fucking big, man. It's bad for for a brief 5 minutes there. I was so confused. I didn't know what the fuck to do. And now I fucking found out loads of shit. I was thinking like there's something I've missed here. That was like a massive bit of information that there was an 8th hardy. Back to you, Klasie. Oh, pardon me. I apologise. This fucking tango goes straight through me. Right, Klasie, I found out more information.
It's always good to see you.
Is it?
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
You don't look surprised. You expected this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Thank you.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
The Hardy Boys are not the law. We are. That's not good enough phrase.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
Why are you afraid of the Burlington?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to these people?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What did you do?
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
Sure.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scop conglomerate.
Scop.
That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
It's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting... A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I don't either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I knew he was dead.
Shit.
Before he fell down on top of me.
Shit.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
I was right. So he was enjoying the moment of death. Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
Shit.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
That's
It never came.
That's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it was a real motherfucker. Ow.
She throws it away. And
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
No.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you still here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me.
Ruby?
I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Is Ruby the 8th Hardy?
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby? My reaction speed was way later than this guy. I heard Ruby and... man, I have to look back and see how late that was. But I felt like I reacted very slowly. Before we continue, who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Ah. So the Hardy girl is the Hardy queen. Well, Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
I want to fucking find Ruby, man.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Haha, okay. Let's go on.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Well, what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Where's Ruby?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Did you kill her?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out. when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Desire drives people loco.
She simply shakes her head.
Okay, I'd like to answer some other questions.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Or did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer, and it makes you sweat.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her. But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. You've been breached, Bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now. So you say, but give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
I remember that she made the call she said she made to the police.
There iseth no doubt. The lady could not bear the sight of her lover splayed and disfigured. A horrible story. Try not to sweat so profusely in her presence, too. You blow your chances. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Fuck.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Looks like love did him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
Real as anything.
I knew it. I knew it. Oof. Some fucking deep conversations there. Get into the fucking Oh shit, it is murder. Make Titus give up Ruby's location. This is the last one. Oh, I can actually check this window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike smooth as following your lead. The loot
looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced? Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping. A vague sense of... You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial, if you only knew how.
I'm not exactly... It's a weakness.
I know what happened there. But I'm too dumb to figure it out. What's that about? I don't know where my phone is, but I heard it vibrate. Tell me where Ruby is, please. Please. Please, Mr. Hardy. Oh shit. I'll load much quicker than I thought it would.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Claudia. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
She's your real leader?
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off!
I'll level you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Whoa.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Nothing is happening. The piece... Sorry, you're not coming up with any... Still nothing. But why does Puzzle Face get to not melt down? You and I melted down like crazy. Shush. I'm just more level-headed than you. That's my thing. His wife left him. He needs to kill himself. Make her sorry she did.
So what are the components of the theory?
Smart move. The components are access to the roof, weapon, and motive. Here is what you can do to make it easier. Come on, guys. For starters, you could find out what's behind that mystery door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she could have used that to get to the roof.
Is Ruby the fucking dice maker?
Can't get through the door? You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. Hey, did someone say something already? No? Yes? Who cares? Upstairs in
I already
Claudia's
tried that and
bedroom,
it didn't let me.
The window. You could crack Claudia's last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something helpful. It's that simple.
Wait, so what have I got to do? I've got to look in this room somewhere. Analyze the window or try to fucking get through Claudia.
Unless we have more business, we should.
I'm gonna take off now. So where the fuck would this key be to get in this door? I'm looking hard. Furiously, oh, that's the stairs. I'm furiously waggling this thing here. What am I not seeing?
You see a heavy steel, the cobalt blue.
Fucking. Where would it be? Oh. Ceiling. Is Ruby the dice maker? Yeah, it's just called Novelty Dice Maker. It's the only place I can think of where someone would shoot, right? I don't know. I'm confused, but this has been a good one. Anyway, I'm going to come off there. It's been good. Let's quickly save. I don't know when I'll be back. Who knows? Anyway, peace out. I'll see you later.